All right. Disclaimer, I did not go to the academy. Neither did Mover. Air Force Academy moves to monitor social media for potential cadet misconduct. All right. So here's another business opportunity for us, Mover. The U.S. Air Force Academy aims to hire a contractor or available that can closely monitor popular social media platforms for posts that contain that violate national laws and its official policies or display potential hate speech, misinformation, disinformation, or harassment from its cadets. Interested vendors are invited to respond by Friday. So
which Friday? Did we miss the deadline?
Well, wait, what's the date on this bad boy?
No, I think it's
December 22nd. Oh, dude.
Yeah, they've
another one slipped through our fingers.
Sold the contract.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have to sell your vet if we landed one of these. Just kidding. U.S. Air Force Academy is seeking assistance to prevent harmful online activities. Our goal is to advance cadet character and leadership in preparation to serve in this nation in the digital age. It goes on to talk about while solicitation is also explicitly calls out YouTube and TikTok, it states that the Academy needs immediate support for monitoring Jodel, an app where users can anonymously, big words, post blurbs and media that can be viewed by others nearby. So Mover and I guess, are two boomers to know, but I did a quick search of Jodel and I've never heard of this app until I read this article. But
it's probably Jodel.
What?
Like Yodel?
Yodel? Am I even pronouncing it right?
Yeah, I feel like I can't wait until people correct us that it's what's a Jodel?
Jodel.
No, Yodel.
It uses the on the line technology. Let's see.
My dial up won't get in a Jodel today.
Yeah, okay. Jodel, whatever, has been considered popular at military colleges and service academies in recent years, but not without controversy. In 2020, reports detailed the anonymous chat app enabled racist and sexist exchanges between students at Virginia Military Institute. Pentagon review released in August 23 spotlighted the rise in misconduct and sexual assaults in military academies, which revealed students can access inaccurate information about assault prevention efforts, reporting sources, and military justice from Jodel, whatever. There was no single incident or on any social media site which prompted us to seek outside assistance, but rather the toxic tendencies that occur in anonymous online comments. Yeah. So Mover, this whole the government, man, they're gonna dig into that $1 billion bucket and spend a bunch of money on how to make Big Brother watch you. But I guess if you're at the Air Force Academy, I guess you did sign on the line. I don't know. What's your take on this, man? As far as managing social media for college kids, basically.
What do they always say? The slippery slope, right? Because the very last line of that article said it's not intended to monitor, but just to educate. And then it becomes we're going to monitor, and then it becomes we're going to take action. So I'm here to tell you that they will take action.
100%.
And so this is my complaint overall, right? You have core values, integrity, service before self, excellence in all we do. You try to instill that in people, and then you enforce them. That's it. That's the statement. So if you're not adhering to that, then okay, we're not meeting the standard. But I don't think we need to go into the thought police and try to, minority report our way through training people to never offend anybody, because guess what? The world is an offensive place and the world is dangerous. And sometimes it's actually a better training opportunity to have this stuff bubble up. And then they go, hey, you did this, you screwed up. We're going to handle this in person, in real world. Not, hey, I was looking at your social credit score report for this week and we found 10 times where you said Chuck Yeager. Stop saying Chuck Yeager.
Charles Yeager.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, I am against, obviously I'm against, not making people feel included. Like I think, you have to have a one fight, one team. You need that. You need cohesion. You need to have the, a service that is is in good order, and people aren't going out there and racist diatribes and stuff like that. What I don't think is we need to be monitoring, because that shows that you're not trusting these people. And I get it, they're academy cadets, but you are training future officers. And if you are telling them from day one that Big Brother is watching you, you better watch out, that's the wrong message. It's the wrong message that we don't trust our officers. And so what you do is you breed the same leaders that we have that can't make decisions, because it's all about their career. It's all about, well, what if I get in trouble? I can't say this thing. Because one of the things in that article that it pointed out was misinformation. Who decides what's misinformation? Who is the arbiter of truth?
It's straight up Big Brother. I mean, it's
Well,
1984.
And that's what I'm saying. We have a UCMJ. We have the ability to enforce the UCMJ. Why are we spending money to show people that we don't trust them when recruiting is at an all-time low and kids are smarter than ever about this stuff? You think a kid that is thinking about the military sees this and goes, yeah, I want to go to an organization that doesn't trust me?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of kids that are like, why would I ever go to the military academy anyways, right? I mean, you bring up a good point, man. It starts the lack of trust with leadership early.
Yeah.
And I don't I don't think it's a good thing. The other thing is, anything that's, you don't want to hurt people, but like, you're going to a military academy. I have a hard time. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm older, man. I pay no attention to social media stuff. Like, I have a hard time understanding why a 20-year-old, men and women in the prime of their life would have a problem with with social media in the first place. But I just, spending tax dollars on this kind of stuff, I just think there's a better use for it. And honestly, a better way to handle it. Just like you said, there's
Mentorship.
there's ways. Exactly, man.
Mentorship.
Right.
Well,
Policing's not the, I mean,
today's truth is tomorrow's misinformation. Today's misinformation is tomorrow's truth. Like, I mean,
yeah.
like,
Who gets to choose?
right. And one thing said today, when the tide turns, because if we're going off of stuff that is subjective, then it's subject to change. I mean, that's the whole subjective, right?
Right.
So what says it's a thought crime tomorrow that wasn't today, and now I'm guilty of something I didn't even know about? I didn't know that it wasn't a thing back then.
Well, how many times have you seen so and so is being asked about a comment they made 25 years ago?
Right.
And you're like,
Well, and so one of the things they teach in the academy, the officer training school academy, not that one. When they talk about the core values, right? The integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is looking. How do you teach integrity when someone is looking all the time?
right.
It's not integrity if you always know somebody's watching you.
Dude, it's like, I mean, I'm not the perfect parent, but people who helicopter parent their kids, you can tell. Right.
Well,
I mean,
and they find ways. They find ways around. They'll BFM the rules, dude. They will 100% find ways around it and be even less trustworthy.
That's right. I mean, you give them rope to hang themselves with, and if they get out of line, then there's, like you said, there's UCMJ. There's ways, there's ways to punish them. But you don't stick it. Not everyone's a hall monitor. I don't think it's the right thing to do.
Teach people how to lead and be good people.
Yeah, it doesn't. It does not foster or promote building good leaders, and that's where it's supposed to start, right?
Yeah,
allegedly.
If you instill in people the tools that they need to be good leaders, and you trust them, which you should, none of this is necessary.